And what's good, everybody? Glad to have you guys be a part on the stream once again. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball, covering the last game of today as part of the third stream of the triple header event I covered today. This one's going to be a good one. The number 10 seed Davidson Wildcats take on the number 7 seed, the Michigan State Spartans, in the first round. Big storyline in this matchup here is that the point guard for Davidson, Foster Loyer, transferred in the offseason from Michigan State to Davidson, so former Spartan who averaged just above 4 points per game last season. This season, finding himself in a big-time role as the point guard for Davidson, averaging over 16 points per game, shooting the ball at 44.5% from three-point range. And Davidson has been able to shoot the ball effectively throughout the course of the season, 7th currently in all college basketball with a three-point shooting percentage of over 38%. Davidson record of 27-6, Michigan State record coming into this matchup here for the Spartans at 22-12 this season. If you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Malika, Alex, Brian, BKL on the stream, Warriors Travel Coaster, welcome back in, everybody. This game is on CBS if you're interested in seeing this one. Tyson Walker in the Big Ten tournament went down with an injury, as he will be playing today, though, for the Michigan State point guard. Michigan State last 13 games, 5-8 record. Point guard Tyson Walker playing, not 100% tonight, though. And I think the big key to this game is that Davidson is really good as far as not turning over the basketball. Top 12 nationally and the fewest turnovers per game for Davidson under head coach Bob McKillop. Though, under Tom Izzo, Michigan State always seems to break out when the time comes from March and tournament time, as Michigan State does struggle with the turnovers this season, though, as they are most in the Big Ten this season, averaging around 13 turnovers per game. I think tomorrow will probably be Richmond, Providence, and New Mexico State, Arkansas, so 2 games later in the day. It's supposed to rain where I am, so I think I'm covering lacrosse in the afternoon for the time, unless they have to move it or so. The game I'm supposed to cover is supposed to be around 1 o'clock. Davidson will go in the black uniforms today. White numbers, white letters. Michigan State white jerseys, green numbers, green letters. Big player to watch out here for Davidson. That is Hung Jung Lee from South Korea, averaging 16 points per game, 6 rebounds per game for Hung Jung Lee, the top player on this team. They also got a big man with Luka Brajkovic as well, averaging above 14 points per game this season. And then Foster Loyer, the transfer from Michigan State, now with Davidson, putting up above 16 points per game. And also in the starting unit, Michael Jones, averaging above 11 points per game this season for Davidson. Yes, I hope to stream tomorrow. It's probably going to be just 2 games tomorrow or 1, depending on my schedule. As we are underway, this ball just got tipped off. Michigan State controls the tip right to left on the court for Michigan State as they have it. Davis left to right at the wing perimeter for the Spartans is Max Christie, freshman guard that they got 5-star recruits. A.J. Hogan attacks down the lane, gets the left-handed layup. Sparty on top 2-0. Davidson will look to slow it down. They're not a fast-paced style of offense. Foster Loyer going up against his former team. They move it outside to Hung Jung Lee from South Korea. Loyer, pump fake, bounce pass in the mid-block. Back in their way, Luka Brajkovic down the side of the low post, beating and banging upon the big man. Get that out of there, says Sparty by Marcus Bingham Jr. with a huge block denying Brajkovic. 40 seconds into the game. Davidson will get the inbound. 19-20 left to go in the first. Inbound, pump fake Loyer. Off a double team, and ball poked out of bounds. It will stay Davidson basketball. Wonder what he's feeling right now playing against his former team. And Tom Brady was awfully cold when playing against the Patriots on that Sunday Night Football game. Spots up, takes the 3. Off of the screen, missed by Hung Jung Lee. Back it goes to Michigan State. Spartans with the ball on the outside. Top of the key, A.J. Hogan. Passes out to the left. Corner 3 in the air. Missed off the mark by Gabe Brown. Tipped in. Defensive rebound pulled down by Michael Jones of Davidson. Davidson now with the ball. 1 minute through. Loyer Brings it up the court. Davidson would like to get ahead and slow down the tempo of this game. That's what they want to do. Michigan State's going to keep on going fast at them, though. Michael Jones at the wing. Out to Hung-Jung Lee, who takes a three, missed off the back rim. So Lee is 0 for 2 to start out. Michigan State keeps on going fast. Hogard straight to the cup. Missed it, though, off the glass. Davidson has it right back with a rebound. Lawyer. Minute and a half into the game, takes it past midcourt. Working on the Holger. Slips around a deep range three straight away. Air ball. Out of bounds by Foster Lawyer. $18:25 left to go. Michigan State will get the inbound. If you guys are just joining in, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 24th consecutive NCAA tournament bid for Michigan State. Here's an open three. No good, missed off the front rim by Michigan State. They're topping the Big Ten Conference in three-point shooting percentage, but they shoot the ball less than anybody from the outside in their conference. Davidson with the ball around the perimeter. Hung-Jung Lee passes that one. That's a terrible pass. Just sails right off the backboard, goes back to Michigan State. Spartans with the ball. Hauser. Left baseline dribble. Moves it outside. Bingham to the top of the key. Hogard out to the right. Gabe Brown working on Lee one-on-one. Brown passes on top. Over to Hauser. Deep range three. Hits it. Oh, baby, right there. Rains it down through the pipe by Joey Hauser, looking like his brother Sam. Sir Smooth in the stream, welcome in. 17.5 left to go. Lawyer passes on top. Davidson still looking for their first bucket. Michael Jones over to Foster. Lob inside, pump fake, Breakovic, clear path, turnaround, scores, up and through for 2. Michigan State with the basketball. 17:15 left to go in the first. Spartans have it. Top of the key. Hauser moves it out to the wing. Into the hands to Max Christie. Lobs it over to the baseline, and we get a foul. On the court here, clock will stop. Got 17:07 left to play. That's going to be the first one committed by Davidson. Michigan State deep team. They have a lot of players that they contribute the minutes to, as we just see Marcus Bingham Jr. check out of the game. Inbound coming up, Tyson Walker. Not 100%, but playing tonight. Handoff on the outside of Walker now leading the point at the top for MSU. 17 minutes left to go. Walker, transfer from Northeastern to kick out to the corner. Brown, three, right down the pipe. He delivers. That's good by Gabe Brown. Great start by Sparty. 8-2 to score. 16:40 left to go. Christian, welcome in, man. Really good hire right there that Florida picked up with the San Francisco coach. He's young, too. That's a great pickup. 16.5 left to go. Inside the key, Sam Anenga. Jumper, mid-range, off the front rim, no good. Hopefully the A-10 don't disappoint here, because St. Bonaventure got shredded last year against LSU. Outside, they lob it over to the low block, Joyous Marble. Backs his way into the post, hook shot. Puts it up off the front rim, miss. Defensive board pulled down by Davidson. 16:10 left to play. Huffman has it for Davidson on the outside. Bounce pass out to the wing, hand off to number 13, that's Michael Jones. Swings it across the court, corner three in the air. Sam Anenga, splash. Able to connect, first made triple the game for Davidson. 15:50 left to go in the first. Michigan State with the ball. Tyson Walker at the NCAA March Madness logo. Dribbles towards his left, defended at the top of the key, though. Passes towards his right, hand off back to Walker. At the right baseline now for Walker. Walker, kick out to the top. Hauser, extra pass, corner, pump fake. Brown slides to his right. Open three in the air, around the rim and out. Missed by Gabe Brown. And a foul call that's going to be on Michigan State. Going up for the defensive rebound. Charge to Marble. Clock will stop as we will head to the first media timeout of the game. 8-5 to score. Sam Anenga with a big three for Davidson to cut the Michigan State lead to 3. 15:34 left to go in the first. Yes, I think the Murray State coach is going to get like a Power 5 job. There's a bunch of openings. Abdul, welcome on. Yeah, great pickup there. Freddie Freeman to the Dodgers. Tons of moves that I heard about from today as far as like sports. Yeah, super shocked that St. Peter's beat Kentucky. I looked at the offensive metrics for St. Peter's. They weren't that strong. But the defensive metrics, they're top 10 in interior D, and Kentucky is a really good inside team. Behind the Arc fan, welcome back in here, brother. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe right now on the timeout. 8-5 Michigan State. We'll keep you guys posted. Scores throughout college basketball right now. Iowa State leading LSU 47-39. And great start for Houston. They're up over UAB 6-0. Now, a lot of people took UAB in that matchup. Coming up soon, Colgate, Wisconsin. That tip-off time has been pushed back, though, all the way to 10:20. And then TCU against Seton Hall. That's around the 10 o'clock tip-off time. Hey, there we go. Behind the Arc fans, third in the bracket challenge. Yeah, mine's not doing so hot. I took a lot of I took three of the 4 13 seeds, and none of them broke through. Yes, I think Coach Cal's going to return the next season. I know Kentucky fans not too happy about it. I mean, it's been mixed emotions. And then they'll hear more about next year when they struggle with the one and done players, and once they do struggle once again like last season with the BJ Boston type of season that they had last year, then he'll probably be done. Just unfortunate that all that talent and you lose to St. Peter's. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's the craziness about March Madness. You never know. Upsets here, upsets there, all over the place. OG, welcome in. Great start to this game so far. 8-5 to score. Sam Monega with a 3 for Davidson. And then 2 points by Luka Brajkovic. So going through the front court so far for the Wildcats. 3-point shot made by Gabe Brown, Joey Hauser, Michigan State. And AJ Hoger's got 2 points and 1 assist. Rise of Steel, welcome back in the stream. Looking for Davidson to keep on going, knock out Duke in the second round. Yeah, Duke with a victory today. As a winner of this game will take on Duke. Let's see what we got here. Duke with a 78-61 win over Cal State Fullerton. 15.5 left to go as we're back to action. 8-5. Davidson with the ball around the perimeter. They pass it out to the top to Hung Jung Lee. Towards his left. Moves it outside to Sam Monega. Dribbles into the post. Monega moves it out to the corner. Grant Huffman over to Monega at the baseline. Passes it on top. Huffman dribbles, attacks down the lane, scores. Left-handed layup. 1 point game. Michigan State with the ball. 5 minutes through. 15 minutes left to go in the first. Biggest takeaway so far in the tournament is the Big 12 teams came to play so far. And it looks like the more physical, stronger type of team is the team that's coming out winning the games so far. If you're not physical, competing in these games, you're probably not going to end up winning these games, as that's a bad pass. Davidson turns it over. They're going to get Foster Lawyer back into the game. No, they're not. He's going to take another seat on the bench. He was looking to go towards the scorer's table, but signaled not to come back into the game. 8-7 Michigan State with the ball. Yeah, takeaway there, because I took LSU. Iowa State got beat and banged upon in the Big 12. In the Big 12, everybody's showing up. Everybody's winning first round. TCU, mark my words, is going to beat Seton Hall, as that's an offensive foul by Michigan State. Turnover by Malik Hall. Pushing off down low. First personal foul of the game for Sparty. Yeah, TCU should be able to beat Seton Hall. So Big 12 is going to be undefeated after the first round if Iowa State's able to close it out. 6 minutes left to go there. 50-42 for the Cyclones. I get Kansas. I took Kansas as my champion. Kansas has the most quad one victories out of anybody in the nation. Kansas has played against the toughest defenses nationally out of anybody for opposing defenses, yet put up the highest field goal shooting percentage out of any of the teams that's played against the hardest defenses. Kansas has the number 3 toughest schedule in America. Pass off the cutter. Davidson has it down low, and another Michigan State foul, this time picked up by Marble. Bryce, welcome back on the stream. So, Big 12, no kidding, came to play. And by the rate that we're going, the Big 12 might represent in every single box in the Final Four. Yeah. All the hot shooting teams have struggled. Knocked themselves out of the tournament. South Dakota State, Vermont, all the really good shooting teams haven't really been able to show up in this tournament. Missed layup, no good, off the glass by Hung Jung Lee. And another team that is hot from three is this Davidson team, 7th in three-point shooting. Top of the key, it's Tyson Walker. Lobs it over to the baseline. Rising for the jumper. Missed off the rim, no good by Bingham. Goes right back to Davidson. Lawyer will take it up the court. 13.5 left to go. Lawyer at the wing of the perimeter. Moves it out towards his right to Michael Jones. Jones passes out to the top to Desmond Watson. Now down low. Deflected pass stole away by Michigan State. Here they come up with a steal leading the break. Pump fake. Wide open three. Tyson Walker missed off the back rim. Tip in is good though. They got some size down low. That's Marcus Bingham. 10-7 to score. Yeah, I think that's going to be a really good game. Auburn's got that matchup down low against Kansas. 3-point shot rains straight through for the triple. We're even at 10. It's a big-time three by Davidson. Desmond Watson knocking down the three. 12:45 left to go in the first. Top of the key. For Michigan State, Malik Hall passes to his left and the outside, Jaden Akins. Now down low block. Back in your way. Bingham, turnaround. And we get a foul. And Houston leading UAB 11-7 as that game has started. Yeah, UAB, that's going to be UAB's top 20 offense going up against top 10 defense with Houston. And just like Providence proved the case that the naysayers were saying that Providence the luckiest team in America, Houston trying to prove the case tonight that the naysayers saying only one quad one victory. What's good? Jerns in the stream, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in, bud. Tie game up at 10. Inside low post turnaround, got it to go. That's AJ Hogard. 12-10 Michigan State. 12:15 left to go in the first. Davidson with the ball. They have it on the outside with Nelson Brachi-Yidam. Pass it on top to Foster. Lawyer back into the game. Lawyer defended by Akins. Moves it out towards his right. Sam Anenga has drilled 1-3. Instead goes right baseline dribble. Tears it down. Two-handed flush by Davidson. Tie game up at 12. Nice job there off the ball fake by Sam Anenga. A sophomore from New Zealand. Oh, wow, that's awesome. John, welcome to the stream. You worked at the same school district at the same time that Foster Lawyer went to. That's incredible, man. This is unbelievable that they are just matched up together in this game in the first round. Him against his former team. Anenga got fouled as well. He's going to shoot one at the line. Best of luck there to Jeffrey tonight, having those $500 on Davidson. Miami is scrappy if they could force turnovers because they did a ton against USC today. That team is fast and that team is scrappy. That's small ball once against big ball. I was thinking about that. I took Auburn though. Putback is good off the missed free throw. Davidson by 2. Under 12 minutes left to go in the first. Michigan State has the ball. Hogard at the top of the key. Passes out to his left Joey Hauser. Back outside to Hogard. Warren, welcome in. No problem, man. Glad to have you back in. First lead tonight for Davidson. Down low. They move it over to the elbow. Outside to Hauser. Deep range 3. Hits it. That's good. Welcome in from South Korea. Thanks so much for joining in. Hung Jung Lee repping South Korea. 15-14 Michigan State. 11:20 left to go in the first. Davidson with a possession. They move it outside, and that pass a little bit too wide. It's a turnover. Looking for Menenga, sails out of bounds. Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday coming up for Christian in about a month or so. Looks like we're going to take a timeout on the floor. 15-14 the score. As we go on the timeout here, we have 11:17 remaining in the first. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in right now. Looking good for Houston, 19-9. They're leading UAB. Iowa State up over LSU, 50-45. Big 12 looking for a sweep in their first round matchups. Coming up, a couple other games going to be tipping off soon. We got TCU Seton Hall tipping off in 5 minutes. That's an 8 versus 9 matchup. Our TCU's the 9-8 Seton Hall. Seton Hall is still the 1.5 point favorite in that game, though, as the Big 12 has won every single tournament game they've played in so far. Colgate against Wisconsin. That game will tip off a little bit more delayed at 10:20. Do I think Kansas is better than Gonzaga? Kansas is more battle-tested. I think Gonzaga is probably the better all-around team. It would win the matchup over Kansas, but as far as being battle-tested and playing multiple tough opponents that gets you ready for that type of matchup, that's Kansas. Clary on the stream, welcome in. What's good, Mr. JP, fresh on the stream. Welcome in, man. What a start to this one so far. Michigan State by 1, 15-14. Yeah, big takeaway from this tournament so far. The really good, efficient shooting teams are struggling right now against great defenses currently. Because Davidson is 7th nationally in three-point shooting percentage. But, they're actually shooting better than Michigan State right now. 6 of 12 by Davidson, 6 of 14 by Michigan State. But a lot of the games where the better shooting team takes on the better defense, the better shooting team is lost. In that case, South Dakota State against Providence yesterday. Which logo do I like more? I'd probably go with Gonzaga since I don't see it like all the times throughout the year. You only basically see Gonzaga's logo for college basketball season, and that's it, because Gonzaga is a basketball school. Don't even need to reference anything about football for Kansas, because it's non-existent there. No Michigan game tomorrow. I'll be out around that time. All right, so 15-14, going to head back to action. 11-17 left to go. Iowa State with 3.5 minutes left. They're holding a 5-point lead over LSU, 50-45. And for those who picked UAB, not looking so promising right now, as Houston's up over UAB 22-11. I would not recommend picking against Kelvin Sampson in the first round. He's 4-0 at Houston. We're back to action. Michigan State with the ball. Yeah, I got to cover that game. That was unbelievable. Attacking straight down the lane. Scores. Right hand up and in off the backboard. It's Hogard. 17-14 Sparty. Under 11 minutes left to play. First half. Davidson at the wing. Out to the top of the key. Sam Anenga gives Nelson Boachi Yinam a touch. To the outside it goes to Michael Jones. Into the hands to Desmond Watson. 12 on the shot clock for Davidson. Out it goes to the wing. Grant Huffman dribbles, attacks left baseline. Scores up and off the backboard. 1 point game. Thanks for the like there, Lance. Appreciate it, man. Michigan State offensive foul. It's on Hogard. Backing his way on Huffman. Huffman takes the charge inside the key. Back it goes to Davidson. $10:27 left to play. John with a dono. You the legend, man. Really appreciate it, brother, for the dono. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat here for John. Thanks so much, man. Back to action. 10:20 left to go in the first. Davidson with the ball on the outside. Foster Lawyer back into the game. 9 points off the bench for Davidson, which has been crucial. Pass deflected, and in the triple coverage, intercepted by Michigan State. Struggling with a turnover so far for Davidson. That is their 5th, and They only turned it over around 10 times per game, halfway there with midway through the first. Inside, pivot move, scores up and in off the glass. It's Joey Hauser. 19-16 Michigan State. I got MJ right there over LeBron for all time. Davidson with the ball, handoff, Hung Jung Lee, pass it off to the cut, missed the layup, wide open pathway by Borachi Yedem and couldn't convert on it. Michigan State with the ball. This Davidson team got taken down to the wire twice against URI. Won the first game, lost the second game against Rhode Island. Rhode Island fired their head coach after they lost in the A-10 tournament close to Richmond. Deep range three, swoosh. It's good by Hung Jung Lee from South Korea, even at 19. 9:15 left to go. Michigan State with a possession. A.J. Hogard at the top. Moves it out towards his right to Joey Hauser. Hauser dribbles up free throw circle, passes outside into the hands to Gabe Brown. Gabe Brown crossover on Lee. Thinking about a step back, gives it out to the wing. Hogard bounce pass, low block. Backing their way inside. Malik Hall, double team, deflected ball, and Davidson picks it off with a steal. Under 9 minutes left to go. Here goes Davidson with a possession. Foster Lawyer dribbles, drives, down the lane inside, and no call. Got pushed hard from behind. No foul. Refs say play on. Michigan State's got a 5-on-4. Here they go. 3 at the wing, and it gets deflected out of bounds by Davidson. Clock will stop with 8:37. Make sure to vote in the poll. Who do you got in this one, Davidson or Michigan State today? And if you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and thanks so much for joining in. Howie, welcome to the stream. This is an incredible first-round matchup. These two teams paired up against each other. Just happened to fall that way with both of these teams in the seed line like this. Michigan State with the inbounds. Outside of Gabe Brown. Bobbles the ball, able to get it back, though. Tyson Walker has it at the wing. Left baseline dribble. Moves it outside, off the handoff. It goes from Bingham back to Walker. Swings it out to the wing. 3 on its way. Got it. Right down the pipe. It's good by Gabe Brown. Jose, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. That was an incredible game last night. Both of those teams made some big-time shots. That was some high-quality basketball. Arkansas was the much faster, more athletic team, but Vermont could make shots. Underneath, Hung Jung Lee, left hand, scoop, score, up and in off the glass, and it's a 1-point game. Michigan State has the ball. This has been some high-quality basketball so far, too, unlike Ohio State, Loyola Chicago this early afternoon. Turnaround, banks it, good, up and in, Marcus Bingham. 7:35 left to go in the first. Winner of this game will take on Duke in the second round. Missed 3 around the rim and out by Michael Jones of Davidson. Goes right back to Michigan State. 7.5 left to play in the first. Walker has it at the top of the key for Sparty. Edge of the logo for Tyson Walker now. Moves it out to his left to Max Christie. Lob pass, left baseline into the hands to Hauser. Backs his way. Down inside the low post. Pivot move. Puts one up and banks it up and in off the glass over Michael Jones. So Michigan State up by 5. Yeah, things going pretty well. Jumper, free throw circle. Nice touch there. That's Foster Lawyer. Camera panned right on him as he scores. 3-point game. Under 7 minutes left to play. Lawyer up to... That was his first bucket, so he's got 2 on the scoreboard tonight. Pass out to the wing. Inside, deflected ball. Davidson forces a turnover. Here comes the Wildcats on their possession. Pass midcourt with 6:35 left to go. Dribble, attack, kick, corner. Wide open 3. Manenga for the tie. Swoosh. 26-26 with 6:26 left to go in the first. All those 2 6s. What a game. 4 ties, 2 lead changes. Largest lead, Michigan State by 6. Spartans have the ball at the left wing. Tyson Walker defended by Michael Jones. Towards his right, hands it off to Hauser. They pass it out to the corner. Pump fake Brown. Dribbles right baseline, floats up the shot, and around the rim and out, no good. Hung Jung Lee, defensive rebound for Davidson. 6 minutes left to go. Davidson going to slow it down. One of the slowest offenses per KenPom and adjusted tempo. They haven't been able to set up that slow offense today as they've been either tied or trailing throughout this game. Top of the key. Oh, nice feed by Lee to the outside. Jones dribbles up, attacks, and Jones gets fouled. Michael Jones going to head to the free throw line for Davidson. It's going to be a foul committed by Hauser of Michigan State. Clock will stop with 5:38 left to go. This has been a great game so far, 26-26. So we're going to take a timeout right here. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified. Future live streams I do cover. Big takeaway from the tournament is better defenses are knocking out better offenses. And right here is the case. Houston, top 15 defense in all college basketball, taking on top 20 offense UAB. And Houston never bet against Kelvin Sampson in the first round. Kelvin Sampson 4-0 all-time at Houston in first-round games. It's 34-16 Houston over UAB. Kyler Edwards, a transfer from Texas Tech, has got himself 12 points. These guys are tough. They are gritty and physical. That's the whole profile of Houston. And my takeaway from tournament games so far, if you're tough, you're gritty, you're physical, those are the teams that's advancing and moving on in the tournament. And no better profile represents that than Texas Tech in the bracket, and they demolished Montana State today. Iowa State might choke it away, 51-50. Iowa State's up by 1, 51-50. Iowa State with a minute 56 left to go above LSU. First year did I watch the tournament. I remember games dating all the way back to Shane Battier. Had to be around like 01. I think. I remember Sorrentine, the shot for Vermont against Syracuse at the DCU Center in Worcester. That was in 2005. 60-57, TJ Sorrentine with a massive shot from the parking lot, as Gus Johnson called it. And I remember Ally Farokmanish, the shot, you got to be kidding me, that Northern Iowa was a 9 seed that year. They knocked out Kansas. I think that was in 2009. And Kansas was the overall 1 seed in the bracket. So yeah, big takeaway from tournament games so far is efficient shooting teams are losing because they're taking on really good defensive teams. TCU Seton Hall, this game just tipped off, 4-4 to score. We'll keep you guys posted on that one. Wow, only in 2017. Yeah, I remember probably back to 2001. Yeah, I took LSU in my bracket. Iowa State just hit a 3, so they're up 54-50. One minute left to go. LSU just hit they just made a 2. So 1 minute remaining is Iowa State 54, LSU 52. We got back into action here. 5:38 left to go, 26 all. And Davidson got fouled before the timeout, so it's going to send Michael Jones to the free throw line. Coming up here for Davidson, 2 shots. First one, Jones, no good. I'm 26. I'm the same number as the score on the board. 26-26. Free throw number 2, it's 27-26. They grow on my number that'll be in October. 5:38 left to go. It's going to be Michigan State basketball. Tyson Walker takes it past midcourt. Davidson's not really a team that's pressuring, which is getting Michigan State comfortable because Michigan State turns over the ball quite a bit. Walker moves it out to the wing into the hands to Akins. Now back outside over to number 1. That is Pierre Brooks getting some minutes. Jumper baseline by Malik Hall, and no good, couldn't fall. Rebound picked up by Davidson. 5:05 left to go in the first. Bringing up the court, this is Grant Huffman. Lawyer dribbles, attacks, a reach-in foul called on Tyson Walker. Clock will stop with 5 minutes. That Iowa State LSU game coming down to the wire reminds me just of Rutgers against Clemson from last year. 56-54 Iowa State, 47 seconds left. That is team foul number 7 by Michigan State, so it's going to send Foster Loyer to the line in the bonus. First one good. Second one, that is good as well. Davidson by 3. Yeah, you can look me up if you want, Vaughn. Oof, yeah, LSU, 47 seconds remaining. You never know, they might pull an Illinois and win the game this time around. Illinois led for the final 25 seconds. Tyson Walker with the ball. Those timeouts really just destroyed Chattanooga. They had 2 timeouts remaining, didn't take a single one with 10 seconds in that game. Walker dribbles, attacks in the paint, moves it out to the top of the key here. 10 on the shot clock, Michigan State. Mid-range shot, off the glass, no good. Tip to the perimeter. Spartans get it back, though, with Akins. Akins dribbles right down the lane, left hand, and it rolls in. You going to count it? It's a fall on Davidson, but it's going to be before the shot, referees say, so they will not count the layup. 4.5 left to go in the first. Left corner perimeter, Max Christie dribbles to the elbow, tough shot, hits it. Wow, that's a big-time shot right there. That's what Spartan fans want to see from Max Christie. Hand in the face, contested, deep 2, boom. Knocks it through. That's the reason why you go down and gun him, a 5-star recruit. 8 different players have scored tonight for Davidson. On the outside, hand off to Foster Loyer. Pass off the roll down. Opening for a moment, puts one up off the glass, missed. As that is no good by Buachi Yedem. Back it goes to Michigan State. Top of the key, Walker. Walker crossover, kick out to the wing. Akins a 3. Skipped around the rim and out. Here's a putback opportunity by Pierre Brooks as he gets fouled. And they're not going to count the bucket once again. Before the shot. Wow, Iowa State. Talk about a statement this week in the Big 12. Raymond, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, things going pretty well. Yeah, it was a late night, but I was able to get some rest overnight. Four minutes left to go. Michigan State with the inbound. They lob it outside to the perimeter into the hands of Akins. Driving down the lane, left hand off the glass, no good. Tip to the perimeter, they get it once again. Michigan State with a possession. Swings it outside to the wing. Tyson Walker, jumper, baseline, hits it for the lead. Some high-quality shot making right now in this game. 30-29, Sparty. 3:30 left to go. Loyer moves it out to Menenga. Menenga right baseline dribble. Menenga working on Hauser. Backs his way. Pivot move. Right hand off the glass. No good. They're struggling to finish these shots right now by Davidson. Down low, having a lot of trouble. Lob off to Hauser. 3:10 remaining. Backing their way. Low block. Hauser. Inside the key. Hauser. Turnaround. Hauser gets it a go. 32-29 Sparty. 3 minutes left to play. Iowa State about to beat LSU. What a turnaround. 2-18 to winning an NCAA tournament game for TJ Otzelberger. Incredible for the Cyclones as they win it over LSU. We take a timeout here. 2:53 left to play in the first. That's the greatness of March, baby. Iowa State 59-54. Winners over LSU. Tyrese Hunter, 23 points. Houston up by 12 over UAB, 42-30. And TCU is up 8-4 over Seton Hall. Big 12 is putting on a show right now, making a statement in this tournament. Crypto, thanks so much for joining in, bud. Yeah, this has been a great game so far. Really some high quality shot making ability in this type of matchup here. Wow, that TCU Seton Hall game, there's only 12 combined points in the first 8 minutes of that game. 8-4 TCU. Yeah, it seems like the high percentage shooting teams are getting knocked out early and getting beaten by better defensive teams in this tournament. That's what I'm noticing right now. And the Big 12 is stacked with all defensive teams all over the place. Yeah, man, incredible victory by Providence. Like they bounced back in a big way for them. And that's one prime example there. Providence just shut down South Dakota State to a season low. Points scored this season. And it's all these like hot shooting teams coming into the bracket. And these hot shooting teams are getting they're getting ripped to shreds by more physical, gritty, defensive-minded type of teams. Yeah, what I've taken away so far from the bracket is the more physical type of team is coming out with victories. It seems like in the Big 12 you have to be physical. You have to compete against the top of the Big 12, which you have for these teams in the Big 12. You have to go out and match the physicality of Texas Tech, which, in my opinion, has got the most physical, toughest roster team in all college basketball this season. So all those teams in the Big 12, they're used to that, going out matching that physicality level of Texas Tech. And it seems like that physicality level, the Big 12 has prepared these teams for this tournament. If TCU is able to close it out, they have swept everyone in the first round. And Oklahoma should have got a bid because of that here in this bracket. Oklahoma got left out, should have got into the tournament. If Michigan was 17-14, Oklahoma played 2 more games, 18-15, should have got them into the bracket. Wow, spring break in Daytona, man. Yeah, I can't ever imagine a vacation during March Madness time. 2:45 left to go in the first. Davidson with the ball. Hung Jung Lee. That's why there's Patriots Day where I'm from, and also April break. Kick out to the corners. Davidson turned it over. Corner 3. Hit the rim short by Michigan State. Back it goes to Davidson. 2.5 left to play in the first. Foster Lawyer lobs it into the hands of Sam Menenga. 15 in the shot clock, 2:15 in the game clock. Hands it off to Lawyer. Spots up open 3 around the rim and out. Tipped up defensive rebound hauled down by Michigan State. I can't stream the actual game due to copyright. It's only play-by-play only that I cover. Left corner. Gabe Brown outside Hauser. Into the hands to Hogard. Edge in the March Madness logo. Minute 50 left to play. Out to the wing it goes to Christie. Lobs it down low. Hauser. Low block. Hauser double team. Dribbles back out to the perimeter. 2 in the shot clock. Got to get off a deep 3. No good off the mark. Hit the side of the rim as they're going to have another chance. They grabbed the offensive rebound for Michigan State. Wow. Shooting that one up all the way from far distance. Hogard passes out to the wing, out to Christie. Jab step, jumper, elevates, baseline. No good, missed off the front rim. Menenga with a defensive rebound for Davidson. This first half's gone by pretty fast. 1:15 remaining before half. Ball into the hands to Michael Jones. Moves it on top. Hung Jung Lee. Moves it out to his left to Menenga. Hand off to Lawyer. Lawyer on the outside. Lobs it into the hands of Bachi Yidam. Back out to Lawyer. 8 on the shot clock. 1 minute left to go. Lawyer. Pump fake. Bounce pass. Got to get something off. 3 on the shot clock for Davidson. Dribbling. Jumper. Tough one. Hit the front rim. Follow. It's not going to count. Shot clock expired before that. Yeah, unbelievable game there. They only led for 25 seconds. It was crazy. Joe, welcome to the stream. Congrats to Illinois coming through. What a game that was today. Yep, everybody's bracket busted. 32-29. So we take the timeout. I can't believe everybody for like weeks that was saying, yeah, I'm not feeling this Houston team. This team's got injuries. I'm not feeling this Houston team. I'm going to take whoever plays them in the tournament. And right now, that's not looking good for those people. 42-30, Houston up over UAB. TCU leading Seton Hall 12-8. So we go into timeout currently as we are under 1 minute left to play before halftime. I had a turkey sandwich today. That was right. Oh, there you go. So Joe, out in Mississippi, enjoy your trip out of Mississippi, man. Hung Jung Lee has got 5 points so far. 2 for 6 from the floor. So he's the number 2 scorer behind Sam Manenga, who has made 2 threes for Davidson with 8 points. Manenga leads all scores. Foster Lawyer has got 4 points and 1 assist so far. Uncharacteristic for Davidson, they've got 6 turnovers in this first half. They're averaging around 10 per game. That's top 12 nationally in fewest turnovers per game. Johnny, have a nice night, man. Hopefully things go better for you there, brother. Welcome in Jason the stream. Well, everybody competes for the national championship here. For Duke, though, they're just a young team that once they start advancing down lines to the bracket, it could get tougher for them because they played in a more like offensive type of conference for Duke this year. Not much as far as like strong defenses out of the ACC. That it might get more challenging. I feel like that matchup against Texas Tech is going to be really challenging. Bruin, welcome back on the stream here, man. Great game so far. Joey Hauser leading all scorers. He's got 12 points from Michigan State. Perfect, 5 of 5. So Michigan State's only got 5 turnovers. Davidson's got 6. NIT is still going on. I'm not sure. I haven't been following like NIT because I've been focusing on the tournament stuff. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here in the stream right now. As we're gonna get back to action. 52 seconds left to play. They're looking at this call right now. On the court, that clearly hit the rim. That should have been a shot. That clearly hit the rim. That ball by Davidson. I hope so. I believe tomorrow I'm going to cover Providence, Richmond, and New Mexico State, Arkansas. I hope to do those two. I'm out during the day, so I won't be able to cover like the afternoon games for tomorrow. It's supposed to rain where I am, so I'm supposed to have something during the day. Just make sure to ring that notification bell so you do become notified. Down low, Davidson off the inbound scores, and it's a 1-point game. 32-31, Michigan State with the ball. Final 30 seconds remaining before halftime. Hogard has it at the wing, defended by Lawyer, and Michigan State's going to burn a timeout here. So timeout taken on the floor, 32-31, Michigan State with 26 seconds. Yeah. Those guys just wear you out in the glass for Houston. They rebound. One of the drills that I heard analysts were talking about what Houston does. They put a cover or they put a lid over the rim during practice, and they just have the players just go up for rebounds. Because that's where they're so good. There's just offensive rebounds with second chance points. Davidson's out in North Carolina. TCU leading Seton Hall 14-11 And that game has 9 minutes left to go in the first. Houston up over UAB 46-37 in the final minute before halftime. So we're kind of on the same track as that Houston UAB game. Back into action. Michigan State with a possession. 20 seconds left to go. 6-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Out to the corner. Spartans have it. Around the perimeter. Hogarth dribbles attack straight to the rim. No good, but he got fouled with 10 seconds. That was my friend John from Off the Wall Hockey. 10 seconds left to play. It's going to be 2 coming up at the line for AJ Hogarth here from Michigan State. Hogarth up to 6 today. First shot, no good, off the back rim. Wow, that Wisconsin-Colgate game got all the way pushed back to 10:45. Gee. That's going to end at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Yeah. 10:45, 12:45 by the 2 hours. We're at like 1 o'clock if it's close to the end. No good. 0 for 2 that trip at the free throw line. Back it goes to Davidson. 3 seconds. Lawyer shovels. Double teamed and deflected out of bounds as the horn expires. And we close out going to halftime. It's a 1-point game. This game living up to its hype so far. 32-31. Michigan State by 1 going into half. A lot of people on the stream right now. Really appreciate you guys joining in. Hit me up in the chat who you're a fan of, who you're rooting for in this matchup here, Michigan State or Davidson. Make sure to vote in that poll as well. We'll release the poll results around halftime. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, college hoops here, March Madness tournament games, also NBA games as well. Sure, I'll get the link over to John's channel there, Jameson. So I just put that in the chat there, Jameson, the link to John's channel, the one who was calling the game with me earlier. He covers NHL games, so he live streams hockey for NHL. Jungsu, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Rooting for Davidson here. I'm going to take a look, see what other games we got going on at the moment. Since we're at halftime, I know TCU Seton Hall is up in progress. Houston is going into halftime, I think, against UIB. Yeah, 46-37. It's Houston up at the half. 46 points for Houston. That's really a positive sign there. UIB struggles defensively. UAB is a fast-paced offensive type of team, and Houston is a defensive type of team. And from these tournament games, defense winning over offense. Colgate, Wisconsin, yet to tip off. That tip time is another 15 minutes from now. TCU playing Seton Hall. That's the only game currently in progress as we're at half between Davidson and Michigan State. 16-11 TCU, 7:50 left to play in the first. Michigan State +3 in the glass, 18-15. How many Elite 8 teams have I got eliminated? I know Kentucky got eliminated for me. I think that's it. Yeah, it was just Kentucky so far. Because all the other Elite 8 teams have stayed intact for the moment. Both of these teams with the same amount of turnovers, though, which has not been the case this season, though. Davidson averaging around 10 turnovers per game. Michigan State around 13, struggling with the turnovers. But when you play against higher league competition, then they force you into more turnovers, and that's been the case today, and it's evened out the playing field. I got a lot out in the Sweet 16. Yeah, I took 13 seeds into the Sweet 16 because I thought 13s were going to advance there, and that was not the case. I took a flyer on Vermont, thinking that they could squeak it out against Arkansas and that they would have a matchup over UConn because UConn can't defend the 3. So I had them as like a Cinderella into the Sweet 16. And they also got South Dakota State there too, which was not the case at all. Other than that, I think it's all intact right now. Oh, Virginia Tech. Yeah, Virginia Tech I thought could get through with that too. Over Texas, over Purdue, not the case. Because, yeah, Big 12 has been showing up and they're looking for the sweep here. Baylor last year was able to shoot their way to a championship, but they were physical, and they had athletes all on their team. And these teams that's won today are the physical, more like bigger, faster type of teams, as Seton Hall gets called on a 5-second inbound violation. Yeah, Seton Hall isn't really like a tough physical type of team. They have a couple players injured too. TCU up 16-11 with 7:40 left to go. Seton Hall has been struggling in first-round tournament games historically too. Good season for TCU. They were on the bubble throughout most of the year, and then they earned their way here early March, beating Kansas in that game on March the 1st to put them in the bracket. But TCU called in the turnover. This is a low-scoring game. 16-11, 7.5 left to go. Tristan, welcome in. Things going pretty well. 6 turnovers by TCU, 5 by Seton Hall in this game. They're just at halftime. Yeah, Texas was up and down this season, but that has to do with the Big 12, as we found out here throughout the tournament. Wisconsin delayed because there was a game before that took longer to finish up. So there was a game that went way past the time. Iowa State LSU. So that game took later to wrap up, probably because LSU commits so many fouls. Every single time I streamed LSU, the stream would be like 2.5 hours when I covered them. Like I dreaded if I planned on covering like a 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock game. Those 9 o'clock games would never start on time. On like ESPN, they'd be put on ESPN News because LSU would go like deep into the foul trouble and put the network like half an hour over the time limit. Yeah, that one went slow. That's right. So started early in the day too. So Texas, Virginia Tech, the first one. John, welcome back in. Jay Yip on the stream, welcome in. 6:43 left to play in TCU Seton Hall in the first half. It's 16-11. Yeah, wow. That's shocking then. So Texas Virginia Tech was the one with a ton of fouls in it. There's actually a lot of people packed at this arena for this TCU Seton Hall game, staying up this late. 18-11 TCU. Just Big 12's got so many good defenses, like all around. Wow, Sadiq Bey dropping down 50. Congrats to him. Yeah, I saw that yesterday with the Indiana game. Whoa, Mike Miles there tried to throw down the posters. He missed the slam dunk. This man that gets a touch inside is 6'11", 300 for Eddie Lampkin of TCU. Lorenzo, welcome back to the stream. Right now we're just at halftime. Usually the halftimes here in the tournament have been like much longer than actual college halftime breaks. Wow, TCU started to run away with it. Mike Miles, 22-11. That's what I thought that would happen. Matchup between Miles and Roden. That goes to Miles. Yes, second round games start tomorrow. Yeah, Seton Hall's in a lot of trouble. 11 points playing past their time zone for this matchup here. This game is all the way out in San Diego. So it's actually 7:36 p.m. where they're playing this game, but Seton Hall's time, it's 10:36 p.m. at this time. That's a lot to ask for when your players probably haven't ever got used to playing like this late before. Yeah, TCU can rebound the load out of the ball. Right there, they do so. 5:15 remaining. TCU looking to go up by double digits with a made bucket. Miles threads the needle. Unbelievable. That's a layup, part of a 10-zip run by TCU to lead 22-11. Hey, thanks so much, Alex, for joining in, bud. Enjoy the rest of your night. Mike Miles. Incredible start to this game. So many good players out in the Big 12. Just throws it right through two defenders. What a story there for TCU squad with Jamie Dixon finding their way back into the bracket after not being in for quite some time. TCU is in Fort Worth, Texas. These Texas schools are something tremendous. Best Porsche, probably go Bugatti Veyron. This Colgate-Wisconsin game is still yet to tip off. That will tip off in about 8 minutes. So we'll keep you guys posted. Seton Hall has yet to score in the last 4.5 minutes here. TCU up 22-11. 5 minutes left to go as we're currently in halftime between Michigan State and TCU. Or halftime between Michigan State and Davidson. Just keep on updating you guys with this TCU Seton Hall game right now. See, I don't believe so. Maybe they went in his early years for Desmond Bain. So he started out... Oop. I got this NBA stuff up. So he was a 4-year player, 2016. Oh, they did. Okay, that's right. So 2018 they went to the tournament. So yeah, they went with Desmond Bain in 2018 into the tournament. So that was their last appearance. Because they usually get around like one of these mid-pack seeds. Usually for TCU. Not so good that the Seton Hall big man's in some foul trouble. Ike Obiagu just picked up his second personal foul. 22-12 TCU. And looks like Lampkin's going to head to the free throw line here. I mean, I don't know how you defend that. He missed the free throw and the bonus. This man is 6'11", 300 pounds. And he's a freshman. And Seton Hall is way off with their three-point shots right now. They miss from the outside. Yeah, it hasn't been a great three-point shooting performance by a lot of teams in this tournament. It's been all defense. I cannot believe that Seton Hall was a 1.5 point favorite. Just looking at the arena that they're playing in and in the time zone, I was like, no, I can't have this. That Seton Hall is a 1.5 point favorite. TCU straight up. I told everybody in the last stream, just take TCU straight up in this game, or you can even take them plus the points as well because they were a 1.5 point underdog. Seton Hall finally gets something to drop, 24-15. Yeah, Notre Dame beat Alabama. Well, it doesn't shock me when your defensive ratings in the 220-something for points allowed. Those teams usually get out in the first round or the second round if they're able to shoot their way past the first round. Yeah, Luka Brajkovic has scored 2 points so far. So 1 for 2 from the floor. Only attempted 2 shots in this game so far. Michael Jones has got 1 for Davidson. Davidson's got 7 separate scores. So Sam Manenga, he's saving Davidson. Manenga's made 2 threes from the corner. 10 points by Manenga. 5 points by Hung Jung Lee. 4 points by Foster Lawyer. Huffman off the bench has got 4. 3 points by Watson off the bench. And then 2 each by Brajkovic and Bochi Yidam. And then 1 point by Michael Jones. Yeah, especially how Alabama had been playing this season. But it was unfortunate. I think that game could have been really close if Javon Quinterly hadn't got injured 4 minutes into the game. Injury is just the mood. If like one of your top players gets injured during the game, the mood of your team just derails. And I think that's what happened to Alabama today. If not, we're looking at a game that will probably be really close, decided by like one possession between the two teams. Because Quinterly was a game changer last year. I know in the first round against Iona played them close for the first 30 minutes, and then Quinterly just started to take it to the hole because he's so fast. He's got blow-by speed that he can get to the rim for Quinterly. And he's so good at reverse-handed layups for Quinterly, and just really good at just getting to the rim for him. And that took away an element for Alabama that is just, unfortunately, just couldn't keep them in the game. Half's going to be over soon, hopefully. These half times have been really long. Half times have been extremely long. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified of future live streams I do cover. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, college hoops, NBA streams in the channel. Alright, so we should be getting back to the second half here really shortly. Colgate, Wisconsin tipping off any minute from now, so I'll keep you guys posted on that score. TCU up over Seton Hall 24-15. Houston at halftime leading UAB 46-37. So those are the games going currently as we're just waiting for the second half to begin. Hey, thanks so much, Crypto Joey. Appreciate the bud. Dave on the stream. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, just unfortunate there. That Quinterly got injured, like, in the first couple minutes. Yeah, that's what March Madness is all about. All the upsets. All the upsets that go down. Victoria, welcome back in. Oh yeah, I'm going to release that poll right now. Wow, Davidson took the poll 67-33. Colgate against Wisconsin going to tip off in a couple moments from now. Wisconsin 7.5 point favorite. Yes, Hung Jung Lee's got 5 points so far. I just have that bracket challenge for those who are interested in stuff. I don't have like any prizes or anything for that. Just cool to see how everybody does, or be interesting for those who are interested in doing it. And of course, the brackets are done by day one basically. Like mine's really bad at this rate. I've had a lot of teams get bounced out. That St. Peter's Kentucky game, yeah, that messed up mine a bunch. Probably BYU would do that. I'm focused on the tournament though, and not on the NIT. Hey, there we go, 750K. That's awesome. Congrats to Lorenzo's other channel he watches there, the Joe Burger Challenge. I have to check him out sometime. That's awesome there. Incredible following he has got. Yep, you can call them toothpaste. I don't think Colgate's going to lose that bad. I think they're going to make it a close game. All three, the two tournament games that they've recently been in, they put up a hard fight. So this is the third time here for Matt Lengel in the tournament. They took Tennessee 35 minutes into that game between Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield for Tennessee 3 years ago. They were hanging in there in that game. All right, so second half about to begin in just a moment. By the way, Colgate just scored the first bucket. They lead 2-0 over Wisconsin. Doesn't shock me if Colgate wins that game. Wisconsin, the second luckiest team in all college basketball. Colgate, one of the unluckiest teams. Colgate's got 5 players who score in double figures. You need a team to win a game. Johnny Davis carrying Wisconsin on his back this season. What version of Johnny Davis, potential National Player of the Year, will show up tonight? That is the question. If he doesn't show up, it's a Colgate victory. We're back to action here. Davidson gets the inbound. Start of the second half underway. Foster Lawyer moves out to the top of the key to Menenga. Back out to the wing. Michael Jones pins off the back of a Michigan State player, and that's a turnover. 6 turnover to game for Davidson. Not a good way to start the second half. Michigan State has it. Top of the key, A.J. Hogard. Going to slow it down here for Sparty, up by 1. Hogard moves it into the hands of Marcus Bingham. Now they turn the corner. Jump off underneath. Bingham had it blocked from behind. Able to chase it back, though, is Christie, who picks up the loose ball. Lob inside Bingham. Backs his way. Double team. Kick out corner. Open 3. Hogard. No good off the mark. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound. And it's going to be a loose ball foul picked up on Davidson. That would be incredible there. Texas Tech against Kansas for a 4th time. That would be unbelievable. Absolute bloodbath right there. 19:21 left to go. Michigan State with the ball. They lob it out to the wing. Hogard able to snatch it. Top of the key for Hogard. And we get another foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Davidson, their second. Yeah, they were in the top 25, and then they lost to Utah Valley. Yes, UCLA beat Akron yesterday, so UCLA will take on St. Mary's tomorrow. That's a good matchup. Battle between the two California teams. Lob at the baseline. They move it over to Hogard at the top of the key. Jab step. 19:05 left to go. Out to the wing. Deep range 3 by MSU. No good. Skipped around the rim by Gabe Brown. Offensive rebound. Turnaround around the rim. It's in. First bucket of the second half. It is good by Marcus Bingham. First time trailing by Davidson at halftime in the last 10 games. Lawyer, kick to the wing, open three, swoosh. That's what Davidson does. They make their jumpers from the perimeter, 7th nationally in three-point shooting percentage. Sir Smooth, thanks so much for joining in, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hauser dribbles, attacks. Oh, right to the cup. He scores up and in off the backboard. Great game today by Joey Hauser. He's up to 14 points, the top scorer. Perfect 6 for 6 from the floor. Davidson with the ball. Top of the key, Lawyer. Lawyer towards his left around the perimeter. Makes the pass to Hung Jung Lee. 18-15 left to go outside. It goes to Michael Jones. Jones gives it over to Lee, fading away, takes a three, missed off the back rim too strong, and right back it goes to Michigan State with a defensive rebound. 2-point game Spartans ball. Hogard at the wing of the perimeter, passes out to Hauser. Hauser moves it out to his right to Christie. Christie on top, over to Brown. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Pump fake working on Lee. Back out. Here's a three. Christie, no good off the front rim. And the rebound picked up by Davidson. 17:40 left to go. Lawyer takes up the court for the Wildcats. Pick gets set by Brajkovic. Lawyer lobs it inside. Brajkovic snags it at the baseline as he is working on Bingham. Backs his way low post. Luka. Pivot move, held on to, and count it and one. Luka Brajkovic with a bucket. And it ties the game at 36. He's going to head to the free throw line. Tie game. Colgate up 6-2 over Wisconsin. Does not shock me if Colgate wins. And I think we're very well deserving to see a 14 over a 3. Deserving to see one. Trying to track my memory. When was the last time it happened? Brajkovic is good at the line. Yeah, TCU with a big 28-21 lead. That lead is big because of TCU's defense is really good. So 7 points is like 15 in like another conference. Let's see, 14 over 3. I'm trying to track my memory back here. Okay, it happened last year. That's right, Abilene Christian against Texas, but it hasn't happened in a while. That was the one last year. Abilene Christian beat Texas, the 14 over 3, 53-52. But before that, Stephen F. Austin beat West Virginia. That was back in 2016. So it was a 5-year gap between a 14 beating a 3. Right now, Colgate is up over Wisconsin by 4. Pivot move down low, scores. Getting it to the big fella down low for Davidson. They lead by 3. 16:50 left to go. That's Luka Brajkovic, back-to-back buckets out to Hauser. Open 3 straight away. Swoosh. We're tied up at 39. Joey Hauser, the savior from Michigan State right now. He's got 17 points, perfect 7 for 7 from the floor. 16.5 left to go. Davidson with the ball. At the left wing perimeter, Michael Jones moves on top to Hung Jung Lee with 5 points. Out to Jones, dribbles into the key, floats up the runner, hits it. Michael Jones puts Davidson up by 2. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here in the stream. What a start to this one. For the second half, 16:05 left to go. Hauser has made all 7 shots. Bounce pass down low out to Marble. Marble working on Brajkovic. Draws a double team. Kick out corner. Lawyer almost got the interception. Back into the hands of Hauser. Right place, right time. He hits it at the baseline. 41 all. Trading baskets. Joey Hauser, 19 points, 8 for 8 from the floor. Yes, Joey is Sam's brother. 15:40 remaining. Top of the key, Michael Jones lobs it into the hands of Brajkovic. Pivot move on Marvel underneath the hoop, puts it up, and he's got another one. Luka. Back to back buckets. Davidson by 2. 15:25 left to go. Brajkovic with 9 for Davidson. Michigan State with the ball. Bounce pass over to Hauser. Swings it out to the left wing. Pass out to the left corner. Left baseline dribble for Sparty. Pump fake underneath. Tyson Walker goes backdoor, scores. What a game. 15:05 left to go. Lawyer. Pass midcourt for Davidson. So we got 15 minutes even on the clock. Lawyer working on Tyson Walker to transfer from Northeastern. Here's a three. Missed off the mark. No good by Jones. And we're going to have a timeout taken here as well. 14:53 left to go. TV timeout on the floor. What a game we got here. 43-all. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified future live streams. I do cover a mix of college hoops and NBA games. What a game indeed. Yeah, unbelievable. Oral Roberts beating Ohio State and then Florida in back-to-back rounds. BP Greg, welcome back in. Incredible games tonight. I covered a Chattanooga, Illinois game before this one. Illinois led for 25 seconds and they won by 1. It's crazy. Crazy games that's happened tonight. So, entering this tournament, 14 seeds were 22-102 for their record against 3 seeds. That was a 15% winning percentage by 14 seeds. Last one to do so was last year, Abilene Christian by 1 over Texas. And then before that, there was not any for a 5-year gap. Stephen F. Austin beat West Virginia back in 2016. Georgia State with Ron Hunter falling off his chair beat Baylor in 2015, 57-56. UAB beat Iowa State the same year in 2015, 60-59. Back to 2014, Mercer beat Duke 78-71. Harvard. Wow, I didn't realize that Harvard was a 14. They beat New Mexico, which was a 3 in 2013. Wow. I didn't realize that one. Ohio beat Georgetown. They shredded them back in 2010, 97-83. So those are the recent 14s over 3s. Wouldn't shock me if Colgate wins this game. There is no I in team. Johnny Davis is a one-man show for Wisconsin. Colgate's got 5 players in double figures. They beat Syracuse by 15. They won 100-85 over Syracuse, and they crushed Navy in the Patriot League Championship. And Navy knocked off Virginia early in the season. So it doesn't shock me if Colgate wins that. They got a solid team, returning a lot of those players from last season. Nellie Cummings, Jack Ferguson, Tucker Richardson, Keegan Records, Ryan Moffitt, that's their starting 5. Nellie Cummins got 7 points so far for Colgate. Wisconsin's got 2 points in the first 6 minutes. Wisconsin is 1 for 8. Johnny Davis is 0 for 3. Yeah, they're going to lose. Wisconsin's going to lose if they score 2 points in the first 6 minutes. That's a one-man show. There's no I in team. Look what happened last year when Maryland shut down James Bouknight. Like, James Bouknight was averaging 18 points per game. All the other players were putting up like 8 or 9 for UConn, and he just got shut down in the tournament. That's embarrassing for Wisconsin, losing to a Patriot League school like that. Like, I thought it would be like right now, like 13-13. It's 9-2 Colgate. We get back to action. 14:45 left to go. Michigan State with a huge block down low. They get the ball right back. Passing. Looking to go in transition. They do. Strong to the bucket. Gabe Brown lays it up. Left-handed finish. It's Sparty by 2. Davidson with the possession. 14.5 left to play. They will look to slow it down. Michigan State looks to go fast. Lawyer at the top of the key. Lawyer moves it over to Hung Jung Lee at the left wing perimeter. Out to the top. Over to Menenga. Made 2 threes in the first half. Hand off to Lawyer. Turns the corner. Dribbles, attacks, and Lawyer knocked down from behind. I think this was on the shot here. If so, he's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Clock will stop with 14:16. Yes, he will. So Foster Lawyer will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Yep. Matt Lengel is due for one, too. This is his 3rd trip to the tournament for Matt Lengel. He's going to get a coaching job someplace. Really good head coach on the rise. for Matt Lengel for Colgate. Both of them are good, 45 all. Jeremy Lin played from 2006 to 2010, so he wasn't on that team. The team that won as the 14 seed was in 2013. Yeah, I had to look that up myself. I wasn't sure about that until I just saw that. 45 even, 14:05 left to go, 4 ties in the first half. We get 6 total ties in the second half, so we get 10 ties total in this game. Top of the free throw circle. They give it over to Brown. Passes out to Marble. Marble double team. Floats up the shot. Banks it. Up and in off the glass. Back and forth trading buckets. This game is on CBS. If you're not from the U.S., not sure how you'll be able to get it, but with Antenna TV, you should with CBS. At the corner, it's Grant Huffman for Davidson. Dribbles out to the top, lobs it into the hands to Brajkovic. Luka backs his way mid-block for Davidson. 13.5 left to go. Luka inside, and we get a reach-in. It's called on Michigan State. Clock will stop at 13:26. We already did, Vaughn. UMBC over Virginia. Colgate leading Wisconsin 13-10, 10:46 left to go in the first. Houston up over UAB 53-43. TCU leading Seton Hall at halftime 30-21. And that Houston UAB game has 14.5 minutes left to go. So it's kind of on the same level that we are. We'll probably finish around the same time. We got 13:26 remaining. This has been great. Trading buckets back and forth. Inbound, deflected. Out of bounds. Last touch by Hauser of Michigan State. It's going to stay Davidson basketball. A quick update on foul trouble. Marcus Bingham Jr., Julius Marble with 3 fouls each for Michigan State. And Davidson, 2 fouls each by Luka Brajkovic and Hung Jung Lee. On the outside, Davidson will move the ball to the top, over to Lee at the wing. Hung Jung lobs it over to Brajkovic, swings it out to the wing, pump fake, takes the 3, it's up and no good, missed off the back rim by Grant Huffman. Defensive rebound pulled down by Michigan State. 13 minutes left to go. Inside, they move it out to the wing. It's Hauser, and this is not good for Michigan State. There's an injured player down that hasn't been able to get up just yet. That's Malik Hall. Malik Hall went up for a rebound and came down hard. Ooh, that's tough. He came down hard in his backside by Malik Hall. That scary scene. Ow. Oh. Malik Hall, scary scene, came down hard in his backside. Good to see he's up on his feet right now for Malik Hall from Michigan State. 13:04 left to go. Yeah, we'll see it someday. 16-1 once again. We will. 13 minutes remaining. Michigan State gets the inbounds. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Michigan State 4 fouls second half. Davidson with 2. Crossover inside Walker. Nice bounce pass. Underneath gets position. Banks it home. Up and in off the backboard. Look at that. He just got injured. Now he's back scoring a bucket. Malik Hall for 2. Michigan State by 4. Davidson with the ball. Handoff in the outside to Lee. Passes out to the left wing perimeter. Grant Huffman dribbles into the key. Kick out corner. Taking a 3. And no good. Missed off the rim by Manenga. Goes right back to Michigan State. Davidson relying too much on their 3 ball, and they're missing. Wide open 3. Hauser. No good. At a great look as a hit rim short. 12:20 left to go in the second. Davidson has possession. Slowing it down with Grant Huffman. Outside into the hands to Manenga. They give it over to Brajkovic. Over to Michael Jones. Lee shoots the 3. Yeah, that's good. Hung Jung Lee representing South Korea puts it a 1-point game. Not really that often. I just print out a piece of paper with the rosters and I go through it. If I see anything that's like unusual, I usually just mark it or so with the names. Yeah, I haven't been familiar with Davidson's in quite a long time. Wow, that is a missed slam dunk down the lane by Jaden Akins of Michigan State. Rebound Davidson, 11.5 left to go. Spin move, floating one up, missed the shot, offensive rebound, chance to put it back, and he couldn't make it though by Manenga. I'm a fan for URI for basketball, so whenever URI and Providence go on, URI plays Davidson twice a year, usually, in the A10. So when I see the game wraps for those games, and the reporters have to say the names and stuff like that, I'm like, boom, those are the ones you got to follow right there. for them. It is just past 11 p.m. where I am. 11 minutes left to go in the game as well here. 49-48, Michigan State by 1. Davidson has the ball. Outside with Michael Jones. Moves it down low to Luka Brajkovic. Backs his way. Low post pivot move. Puts one up. He banks it. Working on Joey Hauser. Davidson, 1-point lead. What a game we have. 10:35 left to play. Michigan State will take it up the court. Handoff on the outside. Akins towards his left. Puts the ball into the hands to Walker. 10.5 left to go. Tyson Walker at the top. Vince, thanks so much for being a part of the stream here, man. Appreciate everybody for joining in. Hit me up in the chat. Who'd you gut in this one? Davidson or Michigan State? Both teams slowing it down recently. Drive, kick, corner, 3 on its way. No good. Around the rim and out. Missed by Malik Hall. Back the rebound goes to Davidson. 10:05 left to go. Wildcats have the basketball. Towards his left around the perimeter. Grant Huffman working on Hauser. Giving him a lot of space right now. Huffman makes the pass to the top. Over to Michael Jones. 12 on the shot clock. Michael Jones bounce pass to Brajkovic out on the wing. 8 on the shot clock. Dribbles up. Brajkovic looking to pass it. 5 on the shot clock. Got to get something here. Takes the deep jumper. Oh, he hits it by the big fella. Luka Brajkovic, a little bit of space was needed enough to take it. And he makes it, and Davidson leads by 3. 9:30 left to go. Michigan State with the ball, and they're going to take it up the court and burn a timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for Michigan State, 3 by Davidson. Look at the smile right there on Foster Lawyer's face for the Wildcats. Familiar territory for head coach Bob McKillop, 33rd season for Davidson. Took Steph Curry with a deep run throughout the tournament. They lead 52-49 against Michigan State with 9:27 left to go. What a game. Been a great game here. I can't believe these two teams got matched up against each other in the bracket. It's unbelievable. With Lawyer transferring to Davidson in the offseason and how both of these teams were able to play their season out like this to be matched as a 10-7 matchup. Colgate, Wisconsin, tie game up at 15 with 8:30 left to go in the first. TCU up at halftime over Seton Hall 30-21. And Houston looking good. They're up over UAB 61-49. Eric on the stream, welcome in. Thanks so much, man, for joining in. Wow, Celtics dominating. Thanks so much for the update there, man. Yeah, I haven't been seeing like a lot of the NBA scores lately and stuff like that because of the tournament recently. Because this is more like the time trying to like focus on the tournament and stuff like that because the playoffs start in like a month from now. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified future live streams I do cover. I cover play-by-play basketball action, college hoops, NBA streams here on the channel, and really appreciate you guys for finding my stream. This is the 3rd stream I've covered today. This definitely makes up for the first game. That first game was just not good. I covered Ohio State against Loyola Chicago, and yeah, that was just a rough game to cover. A bunch of turnovers in that game. Second one was great. Chattanooga in Illinois covered. Illinois trailed for the whole thing except 25 seconds, and they came back and they won by 1. And now this one's been tremendous. We got 9:27 left to play. So 9:27 left to play. Davidson hitting their 3-point mark. 6 of 15 from the perimeter for Davidson. Michigan State is 5 of 20 from behind the arc at 26%. Michigan State plus 4 in the glass, 26-22. 19 points by Joey Hauser. He is 8 for 9 shooting, 3 for 4 from the perimeter. Marcus Bingham, the top rebounder, 6.7 boards. For Davidson, Sam Manenga, 13 points, has made 3 threes. Luka Brajkovic finding his way inside, 6 of 7 with 13 points. Yeah, that was a warm-up for the rest of the games today there, Vegas. That did not look like a tournament game. Did not look like a tournament game. If you guys witnessed Loyola Chicago against Ohio State, that did not look like a tournament game. Yep, Texas Tech looks really good. They crushed Montana State. What I'm taking away so far from the bracket, the physical, gritty, athletic type of teams are winning games who's the most physical, athletic type of team, in my opinion, in the bracket? It's Texas Tech. If anybody has a chance to take down Gonzaga, it's Texas Tech. Gonzaga and Texas Tech played all the way back in December. Texas Tech made up of transfers. They only had a month to put that together. That was their second game they played against a high-class... Well, Gonzaga, you can't count them as a mid-major, even though they're from the WCC, as that's a turnover by Michigan State back from the timeout. But Texas Tech, that was their second non-conference game that they played like a legit, solid, extremely good opponent. They had lost by single digits at Providence. That was their first ever conference game because they played 6 non-conference games against all mid-majors. And then they played in December against Gonzaga, lost by 14 without Terrence Shannon in that game, their number 2 scorer. I think Texas Tech gives them a fight next time around. Texas Tech plays so hard, super, super hard. It's just, they got their offense clicking, which is scary. Shot the ball, I think it was like 70% from the floor. That's not the Texas Tech shooting that they usually have. They're not like a great shooting team by standards this season. They struggle from 3, but they shot the ball like 70% today, which is ridiculous. Yeah, I got Texas Tech to the Final Four, beating Gonzaga. I think if there's any team to do so, I think it's Texas Tech because of the physicality in the team. They go 9 guys deep, 15-plus minutes per game. They got athletes all over the place for that team. I know they're undersized, but look how battle-tested they are. My reasoning for that over Gonzaga was because of how battle-tested they are. Every single game in the Big 12, Big 12 is a fight every single game that they play. Absolute fight in the Big 12. Iowa State beat LSU. Iowa State had a losing record in conference play. LSU was at 500 in the SEC. That's massive for Iowa State today. Let's see what we got for scores. Houston starting to run away against UIB. Defense rolling offense, 65-51. Big takeaway from these tournament games, defense rolling offense. Colgate leading Wisconsin 20-19. TCU up over Seton Hall 30-21. Yeah, speaking about just like an unathletic type of team there, that's Wisconsin. Wisconsin plays to like a slow style type of team that they got for them. There's no eye in team, and if Johnny Davis, I'm gonna just check on seeing how he's doing. But if he's having an off night, then they're done. They lost against Nebraska. Nebraska lost against multiple mid-majors in non-conference play. Nelly Cummings got 12 for Colgate. Johnny Davis is 2 of 9 shooting. He's the top scorer with 5 points for Wisconsin. Yeah, they're in some hot water if he can't score. Really hot water if he can't score in that game. They're in some deep trouble. And right now the score shows us they're trailing by 1 against Colgate. See, there's no I in team. They're just made up primarily of one player. And when tournament time comes, everything gets shut down because of that. Other teams know how to shut you down in the tournament. Stop that one player. You have to go to the second option, and it's really, really shaky when you got 2-3 options that you haven't really relied upon that much. When Colgate's got 5 and you've got one main guy. We get back to action, 52-49, 9:15 left to go in the second. It's going to be Davidson ball. Wildcats on the top of the key. They move it out to the wing to Grant Huffman. Out to the top, here's a 3 straight away. Lawyer missed off the front rim. 7-zipper by Davidson, last 3 minutes, by the way. Michigan State comes down with a defensive rebound. At the top, it's A.J. Hogard. Michigan State started out 8 for 12 this half. Ever since, though, they're 0 for 5. Lob baseline. Over to Marcus Bingham. Off of a double team. Moves it out to the corner. Hoger passes on top out to Pierre Brooks. Slides it over to his right to Christie. Lob out to Hauser. 8 on the shot clock. Hauser backs his way. Mid-block. Passes out. Corner. 3 on its way. No good. Missed off the back rim by Christie. Defensive rebound pulled down by Davidson. Here goes the Wildcats. Bobbled at the corner. Able to pick it up, though. Lawyer at the wing. Moves it out to his right to Huffman. 8:20 left to go. Davidson with the ball. Over to the left wing perimeter. Bochi Yidam backs his way. Passes out to the wing into the hands to Huffman. Dribbles. Attacks right hand. No good. Couldn't finish at the rim. Defensive rebound pulled down by Michigan State. Spartans have it, approaching the 8-minute mark left to play. A.J. Hogard passes out to the right corner perimeter. Right baseline dribble, Max Christie. Outside it goes Bingham. Now out to the left wing perimeter. It goes to Joey Hauser. Hand off Pierre Brooks. Turns the corner. Outside Hauser. Shoots the three. Missed the three off the front rim. Defensive rebound, Davidson. 7:45 left to go. Davidson going to slow it down. Play to their tempo. Grant Huffman has the ball. Davidson, one of the slowest adjusted offenses per tempo per KenPom, but they go backdoor. Couldn't score the layup that time. Had a lot of shot clock to use. Didn't bother to do so. Missed layup was by Desmond Watson. Michigan State with it. Inside the key. Hogard through the contact, scores. Up and in off the backboard. 1-point game. Nice game today by AJ, number 11 from Michigan State. Hogard up to 8 points. 7:10 left to go. Davidson by 1. They get the basketball. Outside to the right wing perimeter. Foster Lawyer. Jab step. Puts the ball into the hands of Bochi Yidam. Now onto the top to Menenga. Under 7 minutes remaining. Lawyer passes down low. Has possession. Scores. Up and in. Count it and one. Sam Menenga. Davidson. 3-point lead in the foul coming up at the free throw line by Sam Menenga. Incredible pass right there by Foster Lawyer. Yeah, he just gets Hauser and Bingham. Able to roll down a little bit too much. Tom Izzo not happy about that one. Biting on his fingernails right now as we take the timeout. One free throw coming up at the line for Davidson. 6:54 left to go. It's 54-51. I had Arizona to my Final Four, so I did. I think TCU's giving them a test, though, in the second round. That's no double-digit victory. No double-digit victory by Arizona over TCU. That's a 2-possession game written all over it. TCU is so physical. They rebound a ton out of the ball. One of the best rebounding teams in the country, and they are big. So that Arizona has a ton of length and size. The TCU down low, able to match up. Their big man is 6'11", 300. Only thing is if he can avoid foul trouble. Houston leading UAB 65-51. Colgate up over Wisconsin 26-23. And TCU looking good. The more physical, gritty, battle-tested type of team. Big 12 going for the sweep. It is TCU. The underdog going up against Seton Hall. It's TCU 37, Seton Hall 23. I can't believe that's too easy. That TCU was a 1.5-point underdog. That is so easy right there. Like, how can you not see that if you're putting it on the spread? That game's out in California, first of all. Seton Hall makes the trip across the country from New Jersey. The tip-off time was at 10 o'clock. I mean, Seton Hall's never played a game past 11:30, I believe. Two timeouts by Michigan State, 3 by Davidson remaining. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here in the stream today. Incredible games. We got really good games. Hit me up in the chat. Who do you think, who do you got in this one tonight? Davidson or Michigan State? Type in the chat who you like in this one, who you're rooting for. $6:54 remaining. So we have a timeout on the floor. 6:54 left to go. Hunjung Lee with 8 points so far today. Hasn't played his best, but his teammates stepping up. Menenga having a great game. 15 points, 3 made threes. Providence is the luckiest. But Providence plays with a chip on their shoulder. Whenever they're the underdog, that was the closest betting spread in 37 years between a 13 and a 4, and Providence was able to stop the number 2 scoring offense, South Dakota State, yesterday. So Wisconsin's the number 2 luckiest team. Providence is the luckiest, and Colgate is one of the unluckiest. Colgate rung up 100 against Syracuse. Syracuse, without Buddy Boeheim, took Duke down to the wire in an ACC tournament game. Free throw missed, but the putback is good by Davidson. 56-51. We're back from the timeout. Michigan State with the ball. Dribble, drive, inside. Hogard up and in off the backboard. What a game. 6.5 left to go. Davidson with the basketball. Manenga moves it out to his left to Michael Jones. Jones towards his right, dribbles around the perimeter. Passes it out to the right wing outside to Grant Huffman. Huffman moves it over free throw circle. Nice dump off. Oh, that's a blocking foul. Luka Brajkovic going to head to the free throw line. It's on Hauser who picks up the blocking foul. So it is Providence who's the luckiest team in America. But the luck of the Irish right there. I got you there. Chicago Sports Industry, welcome in. They got the luck of the Irish to move on. And on the round of 32 for them. So 2 straight victories in a row by Notre Dame, keeping on prevailing. Luka Brajkovic with 13 points in the second half. First one he missed, though, at the line. Steve, welcome back on the stream. .6:15 left to play. Second one, no good. Missed his second one off the front rim. Michigan State comes out with a defensive rebound. 6:10 remaining. Hogard towards his right. Dribbles up, drives, down the paint, kick out to the wing. Extra pass made for Hauser. Straightaway 3. Got it for the tie. Bang, bang. There he is. Joey Hauser with a triple. All even 56. 5:50 left to go. What a game indeed, everybody. Trading buckets back and forth at the wing. Michael Jones moves it out on top to Grant Huffman. All the storylines entering this one. With... I think based on the games today, I think Michigan State is the better team. Ohio State had a bunch of turnovers. Loyola played just not good at all. Missed shot down low by Davidson. Michigan State picks up the ball. Pushing tempo, attacking straight to the rim. Hogard, kick out, corner, 3 on its way. Gabe Brown, swoosh. Michigan State with a lead. Drive, kick, AJ, Gabe doing it that way. 5:15 left to go. Davidson. Not in their control right now. They like to slow it down, not push tempo. And we're going to have a timeout taken on the floor. Davidson, 2 timeouts remaining. Michigan State with 2 as well. This is some great basketball right now. Really good basketball. Yeah, Al Durham's doing really well this season for Providence. 59-56. Some high-quality shots going down here in this one. We've had some great games this weekend that I've covered. Vermont, Arkansas had some really high-quality shots in that game yesterday. The nightcap once again tonight. This game all over. Once again compared to Vermont, Arkansas, some high-quality shots knocking down, which is huge because some of these games have just been like sleeper, like falling asleep type of matchups here, like snooze fest. That Ohio State Loyola Chicago game that they covered today, that was just a warm-up. As far as Providence can go, I hope. I honestly thought South Dakota State was going to take that one, based on how Providence got blown out against Creighton. That would be something if Providence meets up against Creighton in the Sweet 16. I doubt it's going to happen, but you honestly don't know. Anything is possible. 5 minutes left to play. Davidson with the ball down by 3. Hung-Jung Lee moves it out to the wing. Now at the baseline is Brajkovic. Back outside to Lee. 5 in the shot clock. Lee towards his left. Moves it outside Brajkovic. 3 in the shot clock. Has to launch it. Hung-Jung. High arcing. No good. Air ball. Michigan State comes out with a defensive rebound. Hauser looking to push tempo out to the corner. Gabe 3 on his way. Missed off the mark. Lee with a defensive board. Davidson will slow it down. Michigan State looking to push tempo. Davidson looks to slow it down. 4.5 left to go. Wildcats with the ball. On the outside, they give it over to Lawyer. Lawyer defended by Tyson Walker, right wing perimeter. 4:25 left to go. Lawyer towards his left, still defended by Walker. Dribbles up, top of the free throw circle. Makes the pass into the hands to Manenga. Manenga towards his left. Passes over to Lee at the corner. 5 in the shot clock. Hung-Jung. Thinking about a step back here. Stripped with it. 1 in the shot clock. Shot clock actually went down to 0. That's a shot clock violation. So shot clock violation by Davidson. That's 2 really good defensive stops in a row by Michigan State. Letting Davidson's offensive possessions wind all the way down to the shot clock both of the times. The other one that was an air ball with 1 second remaining, and Hung Jung once again with nothing on the shot clock as he turned it over out of bounds. Michigan State has it. 3:55 left to go. Top of the key, it's Hogard. Hogard edging the March Madness logo. Pick set by Marble. Hogard at the elbow. 5 on the shot clock. Hogard dribbles up, drives down the lane, floats it up, got it. AJ for 2 for Sparty. 3:30 remaining. 10-zip scoring run by Michigan State. Never count out Izzo and March. Top of the key, Manega moves it out to his right, into the hands to Michael Jones. Shoots a 3, hits it. This is some great basketball. 3:15 left to go. Michael Jones spots up and drills it. No spoilers in the chat if you guys are new. Might be a little bit behind. So we're about 30 seconds behind. Lob inside, down low post. Marble, backdoor, and he gets the bucket, counted and 1. Joyous Marble, 4-point game. One shot at the free throw line coming up from Marble and Michigan State. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What a game between these two teams tonight. Three minutes left to play. It's Michigan State by 4. Going to head to the free throw line to shoot 1 coming out of the timeout by Julius Marble. Taking a look right now, other games throughout college basketball for first-round matchups. Houston leading UAB 71-58 with just over 5 minutes left to go there. TCU looking good. They lead Seton Hall 41-25. I thought that would have been like a UNC Marquette type of game, and it's starting to look that way right now. Just 25 points with 15 minutes left to play for Seton Hall. Yeah, I looked at the schedule for Seton Hall, the last couple of victories they had because they won their last 6 out of 7. But, I mean, they beat teams by single digits like Butler, Georgetown, and DePaul. Those are the teams they beat by single digits. Huh. I'll take a look at that there. Thanks so much for the update there, Alan. All right, so I just posted a link out in the Discord right there for the Discord server. So that link is now posted in the chat. 2 timeouts each by both teams. So we got 3 minutes left to play. Bogarts, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate everybody for finding my channel today. I cover basketball games play-by-play, college basketball, NBA games here. By the way, this is the 3rd stream I've covered. We were covering earlier today Ohio State against Loyola Chicago. That was a tough game to cover. Chattanooga, Illinois was a great game, and this one has been fantastic too. I just realized I covered 3 straight Big Ten teams in the road today because yesterday I covered the 3 New England teams yesterday. It was a disappointment for UConn. They were just never really in that game against New Mexico State. Like back-to-back tournament losses for Dan Hurley. They just could not get the offense going. Vermont hung in tough in the late game last night against Arkansas. There's just another weight class to it. SEC over the American East. Vermont could make their shots. Arkansas was just a faster, speedier, more athletic type of team in that matchup. But that was a great game. Both of those teams really balled out last night. Both of these teams balling out tonight here. Yeah, this is not like a sleep snooze fest like TCU Seton Hall. TCU leading 45-25 over Seton Hall. Houston looking good, going to close it out over UAB 75-59. I know a lot of people went against Houston I don't think you should go against Kelvin Sampson in the first round. Colgate, Wisconsin tied up at halftime 28. Free throw, good. Back from the timeout here. Marble connects on it. 3 minutes left to play. Davidson down by 5. Lawyer in the backcourt. Takes it past midcourt. Moves it out to the right wing perimeter. Into the hands to Michael Jones. Moves it on top. It over to Hung Jung Lee. Passes to the corner. Here's a 3 on its way. Air ball. Lawyer. Offensive rebound. Puts one up. Huge rejection right there by Julius Marble, his former teammates. Marble denies Lawyer, and Michigan State comes back with the ball. 2:35 left to go. It's just another weight class right now on this court. Hogard. Over to Hauser. Jumper. Missed the 18-footer around the rim and out. Rebound Davidson. 5-point game. Wildcats have possession. 2:20 left to play. Lawyer at the left wing perimeter. Working on Walker. Passes on top over to Michael Jones. Over to Lawyer. Fading away. 3. No good. Hit the top of the backboard. Goes out of bounds. Foster Lawyer. Last 2 shots 0 for 2. 2:11 left to go. Michigan State will have the ball back. Just another weight class out here. Yikes. Yeah, Houston, despite the injuries, can get things done. They got the defense. Always roll defense. When you look at defense versus high-rated offense, always roll with that defense, because that's what usually wins majority of the case. 2 minutes left to play. Michigan State past midcourt. Oh. Davidson called in a reach-in foul. So they just gave a foul right there. So that's going to be their 4th. Reaching in was Grant Huffman. So Davidson's got fouls to give. 2:02 left to play. Davidson with just 4 fouls. Michigan State with 6 in the second half. So Davidson has fouls to give inbound. Michigan State has it. 2 minutes left to play. Walker with the ball at the edge of the logo. Pick gets set by Malik Hall. Walker at the corner. Right baseline dribble. Swings it out. Deflected out of bounds by Davidson. It's going to stay Michigan State ball with 8 on the shot clock. Minute 48 left to go. Davidson wants to get back in this game. They need to get a stop. Need to look to get a stop here. This game has been close all throughout. They inbound to Hogard. Hogard 6 on the shot clock. Dribbles. Drives. Right hand inside. And it will be another reach-in foul called on Davidson before the shot. Wise foul there. It's on Grant Huffman. And that will stop the clock with a minute 46. Michigan State gets the inbound. 1:45 left to go. Spartans have it top of the key with Tyson Walker working on Lawyer. 12 on the shot clock. Both teams low rate turnover to basketball. Goes in the favor of Michigan State. Just 1 turnover by the Spartans tonight. And Foster Lawyer called in the reach-in with a minute 35. So Davidson's up to 6 fouls. They have fouls to give, and they just committed their 6th. So no more now for Davidson, as both teams next time around will be in the bonus. Inbound Michigan State, minute 30 left to go. 64-59. Michigan State at the wing. Yeah, sometimes the scoreboard glitches for some reason like that. Minute 15 left to play. Here's a 3. No good. Hit the front rim. Battle for the rebound. And is it on Davidson? Referees meeting up about this call right now. Yep, that's on Davidson. Okay, that's on Davidson. That's going to send Michigan State in the bonus. So it was loose ball foul picked up by the Wildcats. Michigan State to the free throw line. Joey Hauser, 86% free throw shooter, not the one to foul. First one good. Hauser has been massive. Looking like Michigan State versus Duke, round 2. If they can close it out. Shades of 2019 all over again. Second one. Got it. Hauser. What a game. 23, game leader. 9-12 from the floor. Davidson needs something quick. On the outside. Top of the key. Hung Jung Lee towards his left. Swings it out on top. Pump fake. Outside of Lee. Hung Jung. Left baseline dribble. Dump off. And we're going to get a foul. It's going to be offensive. It's on Davidson. 1 minute left to play. I think so right here. I think they're talking it over once again. Yeah, Hung Jung off the dump off to Michael Jones. Yep, that's offensive. That's Davidson's 8th foul. Offensive foul by Hung Jung Lee, running over defender down in the key. Joey Hauser, AJ Hoger, those were the 2 best Spartans tonight on the court. 1 minute left to play. Tom Izzo always comes alive during March. Always the Izzo season. They're looking at this foul right now. Initial call was offensive foul by Hung Jung Lee, running over Malik Hall. So the referees are talking about this one right now as they got the rules analysts on this one. By the way, Houston leading UAB 75-63. TCU is destroying the living lights out of Seton Hall. 50-28 is the score there. That's easy for that spread. I can't believe that Seton Hall was the favorite. Jeez. Really can't believe that Seton Hall team was the favorite in that game. Favored by 1.5 points tonight over TCU. So big call coming up on the court here. Referees are looking at it. We got 1 minute left to go. 1 minute remaining. As the refs are looking at the last call, Hung Jung Lee went to the bucket, went to pass it down low off a dump-off trail, and Hung Jung Lee got called for an offensive foul running over Malik Hall. So it's going to be possession arrow Michigan State at the moment. They're still looking at the monitor on this one here. Big call on the monitor. Because if not, if they reverse this call, that means Hung Jung Lee will get to the free throw line to the bonus if this call gets reversed. So it's a massive call coming up. Wow, 7 foot, 380 pounds. That's unbelievable. Wow. We're just awaiting here. This call on the court is taken. It's been going on for like a solid 5 minutes at this rate right now about the call. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Appreciate everybody for joining and being a part here in the stream tonight. Joey Hauser leading the way, 24 points, 8 rebounds for Hauser for Michigan State. 12 points by A.J. Hogard, 6-9 from the floor. Hauser was 9-12 shooting. Gabe Brown's got 11 points, so 3 players double figures for Michigan State. And then 15 points each by Sam Manenga and Luka Brajkovic. The front court had 30 to 59 points for Davidson. The guards, though, struggled tonight. Hung Jung Lee, 8 points, just 3 of 10. Foster Lawyer, 6 points, 3 assists. And then 6 points by Michael Jones. And it will be Michigan State ball. So they have confirmed the call on the court. Michigan State basketball. 1 minute left to go. Davidson looking to trap. And Davidson looking to force a tie-up here. Clock will stop with 59 seconds as it was ruled a foul on Davidson. So that is their 9th as a team. Tried to get the double team trap and they get called in the reach-in. Not a good foul there by Davidson, because the one they sent to the free throw line is Gabe Brown. He's 91% this season at the line. First one he hits it, just automatic. 59 seconds left to go. January, February, Izzo, April. About to begin that trend right here. Second one coming up by Gabe Brown. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Defensive rebound. Davidson's got to go. They got to go. 55 seconds left to play. Need something. Need a quick bucket on the outside. Need to get a good look too. Lawyer dribbles, attacks right to the paint. Lawyer to the hole. Got it to go. Up and in off the backboard. Worst case scenario for Michigan State. That's an and one. Foster Lawyer got fouled from behind, and he's going to shoot one at the free throw line. It's going to be on Malik Hall, who picked up the blocking foul. So it ain't over till it's over. 47 seconds left between Texas A&M, Northern Iowa, in a 12-point game in 2016. They went into overtime. Foster Lawyer trying to cut into this one. He does. Makes it. 5-point game. 67-62. 48 seconds left to play. Yeah, that USC-Miami game earlier today was crazy. Miami scored, I think it was 6 points in a 15-second span to tie the game up against Miami. Full court pressure by Davidson. Michigan State will get the inbound. 48 seconds left to go. Spartans looking to inbound. Passing over to Hauser. Hauser double teamed in the backcourt. And he gets contacted and fouled. 46 seconds left to play. Bob McKillop. Oh man, almost got that one there. That was almost a steal. That was close. Sam Hauser. Ooh. Extremely close. That ball got poked first. Wow. Hauser's going to head to the free throw line now. First one is good. Michigan State now in the double bonus, by the way. Davidson commits their 10th. Michigan State with 7 fouls. Second shot by Joey Hauser, 86% this season at the free throw line. Got him. That's good. 7-point lead. Davidson, 45 seconds. Past midcourt. Lawyer. A lot of time keeps on chunking off the clock. As Davidson will take a shot. That's good from 3 from the outside. Wow. 69-65, they are still in it with Luka Brajkovic with a jumper. 37.7 seconds left to play. What a game. We're going to take a timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in. You guys have been the real legends. MVPs in the stream tonight. Thanks so much, everybody. Lawrence in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, Dave, definitely. That Colgate against Wisconsin game is definitely a close one. Colgate is no walk in the park. Colgate's to the NCAA tournament 3rd time since 2019. And they got 5 players averaging double figures. A lot of seniors in that team. Wisconsin's a one-man show. There's no I in team. Colgate, I wasn't shocked right now that they're tied up at halftime. That score favors Colgate, because Colgate shouldn't be playing a defensive type of matchup that is only 28 points by both of those teams. Because Colgate is more for their offense, but their defense only allowing 28, that's huge. And Johnny Davis I saw is cold in that game. Quick scoreboard update here. A couple other scores in college basketball. TCU destroying Seton Hall 56-34. And Houston, where are they? They get the victory 82-68 over UAB. Never go against Kelvin Sampson in the first round of the tournament. He is now 5-0 at Houston. 38 seconds left to play. It's going to be Michigan State inbound up by 4. Malik called the inbound passer all the way in their backcourt underneath Davidson's hoop. Inbound. Oh, they give it away. That's a turnover. Nobody there in the corner. Davidson forces a turnover. It's going to be Wildcats ball and Tom Izzo. Oh, man, Tom Izzo with his hands over his head after that gaff right there. Malik Hall missed the mark on the pass over to Gabe Brown. Outstretched fingertips out of bounds. No time went off the clock, by the way. Davidson's going to get the inbound. 38 seconds left to go. And they bring back Holgard because of that reason, as Malik Hall will get benched. Holgard back in the game. Hall goes on the bench because of that bad turnover. Davidson will get the inbound underneath their hoop. Looking for a cut here. Davidson looking to pass it. Bounce pass. They're able to pick it up. Luka Brajkovic at the wing. Forces up a 3. No good off the back rim. Hung Jung Lee offensive rebound. 30 seconds left to go. Pass corner. Open 3. No good off the side of the backboard. Missed by Davidson. Rebound Michigan State, and Davidson falls. Hogard. Wide open to put it to a 1-point game. And oof, Michael Jones, bro. You miss off the top left corner of the glass. Oof. Pain right there by Davidson. A.J. Hoger, 63% this season at the free throw line. Going to be in the double bonus shooting too. First one. Got it. First to 70. Wins the race. That is Michigan State. And they can hit free throws. Free throws crush you. Michigan State 7 of 10. Davidson is 7 of 12. Yes. Duke can very well be beatable. Duke doesn't play that much defense. Second one, good. Davidson with the ball on the outside. A right baseline dribble. Dribbles up underneath. Stumbles. Foster Lawyer has to call a timeout. 17 seconds left to go. Oh, he got called for the turnover, I think. Did he hear double dribble or no? No, they got the timeout off in time. Wow. Foster Lawyer got the timeout off in time. That's the final timeout by Davidson. 17.6 seconds. 17.6 seconds. Davidson will need something quick. What a game, everybody. .6 seconds left to play. By the way, this Davidson team was not even seen as a tournament team this season. They were picked to finish 6th out of the A10. So, way overachieving of what they were expected to do here. So, kudos out to them this season because a lot did not see them close to the bracket. Tipped on the inbound. Hung Jung Lee gets it. Dribbles. Pathway. Puts one up and scores. That is good for Davidson with a layup. 4-point game. Michigan State. 13 seconds left to go. They get the inbound. Hauser gets fouled. 11.5. They're going to be sending Joey Hauser to the free throw line. 26 points. Have a night. Hauser, a tremendous free throw shooter too. 11.5 seconds left to play. It's going to be 2 shots, 86% this season at the free throw line. First shot, good. I think Michigan State's going to go further. I think they pose a challenge to Duke. Duke struggles in the defensive side of the floor. Tennessee is a really, really tough team. Second one missed around the rim. 10 seconds remaining. Davidson will need something quick here. Lawyer, pump fake, takes the 3 straight away. Oh, he got it. Foster Lawyer, 3 ball. 4.6 seconds left to go. Michigan State looking to inbound. They got 2 timeouts if they like to take one, and they will. 72-70. Timeout taken by Tom Izzo with 4.6 seconds left to go. Before you sign off tonight, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well. Pump fake. Lawyer got off of the pump fake right there. His defender, Tyson Walker, to bite, go up for the jump, and Foster able to drill a 3. 4.6 seconds left to go. These games have been incredible in the tournament. Michigan State will get the inbound. Still not over till it's over. We've seen stranger things happen before. By the way, Davidson with no timeouts, Michigan State with 1 timeout. It will be Michigan State basketball underneath Davidson's hoop where they had thrown a ball off the inbounds that went out of bounds at one point in this final minute. So it's happened before. It's still not over till it's over. Unbelievable game. 4.6 seconds left to go. Michigan State will get the inbounds coming up there. It's a dangerous inbound because they're all the way underneath Davidson's hoop. So all the way in Michigan State's backcourt at the the backcourt baseline on Davidson's side. They're going to look to see if they can go to Gabe Brown or Joey Hauser in this situation. Hauser, 86% at the free throw line. Gabe Brown is 91%. So those are the top 2 free throw shooters for Michigan State. 4.6 seconds. 4.6 seconds. Michigan State will inbound. All the way in their backcourt. Hogard, the inbound passer, looking. Passing, corner. Tyson Walker gets it. He gets fouled with 3.8. Tyson Walker, 2 shots, double bonus at the free throw line. 3.8 seconds left to play. So this is huge. 81% on the season by Tyson Walker. Going to have his first free throw tonight for the transfer from Northeastern. So he'll have 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Tyson Walker. First one is critical because we know how this trend of the game is going to go next possession. First one, skipped around and it goes in. A friendly bounce in favor for Sparty. 3-point game. If he makes this next one, it's over. 3.9 seconds left to go. Tyson Walker, not 100% today. Came back from injury, but played today. Timeout taken on the floor by Michigan State. No timeouts remaining for both of these teams. One more free throw by Tyson Walker to send Michigan State to move on to take on Duke in the round of 32. Talk about this game coming down to free throws. Michigan State 10 of 14, Davidson 7 of 12. 69% Michigan State, 58% Davidson. One free throw for the win for Michigan State by Tyson Walker coming up after a quick 30-second timeout. Winner will take on Duke, which won by 17 over Cal State Fullerton tonight, 78-61. Michigan State looking to do 2019, shades of 2019 all over again, taking on Duke like they took down Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, and Cam Reddish in that Elite 8 game, led by Cassius Winston that season for Michigan State. 3.9 seconds left to go. The Spartans will have one more by their point guard, Tyson Walker. Chance to win the game here at the line as both of the teams come back to the free throw line. The Colonial Player of the Year last year, transfer from Northeastern to Michigan State for these big moments in the tournament at the Power 5 level. Free throw by Walker. It is up and it is through. Just like that, 74-70. Michigan State, Davidson, inbounds. Hung Jung Lee, a 3. He hits it with 0.5. 0.5 of a second left to go. Hung Jung Lee with a 3. And here's the inbound coming up. No teams with timeouts. Michigan State looking to inbound. They lob it over. Catch, and that is it. Gabe Brown gets the inbound. And that is the ball game. Michigan State by 1. 74-73 final score. What a game. That free throw critical. Michigan State's going to take on Duke in the round of 32. What a game, everybody. If you guys were new on the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well, everyone. Joey Hauser came through big time for Sparty. 27 points he had for Hauser, went 9-12 from the floor. 14 points by A.J. Hoger, 6-9 shooting for him. Gabe Brown had 12 today. And Michigan State pulls out the victory, 74-73, and only 7 turnovers in this game for Michigan State. That is a huge, huge sign going forward. Michigan State with just 7 total turnovers as a team as they win it in this game by the thinnest of margins. That is 2 straight games in a row I have covered that has been a 1-point victory by a Big Ten team. Illinois knocked off Chattanooga by 1, and here is Michigan State beating Davidson by 1 tonight. Unbelievable. January, February, Izzo, April. Tom Izzo built for these moments in March, and yeah, he ain't losing 2 straight tournament games in a row in the round of 68 in the first 4 and then in the first rounds, as that's a wrap, everybody here. Thanks so much all for joining in. Appreciate all for being a part on the channel tonight. Have a nice night, everybody, and gonna close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out here as we got Jason, Cindy, Verjeep, Olded, Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D Block, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Aruhan, Mike, Mark, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Tristan, Elkian, GFR 90, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Ian, Isaiah, Manon Hayes, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, Kelly, Bruin, and CF. Thanks all for joining in, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Michigan State by 1, 74-73. Incredible game. Final score, Michigan State wins by 1 over Davidson.